Hey everyone, welcome back to another indie game review. Today we're checking out Fallen City Brawl, a side-scrolling beat-em-up inspired by classic arcade games from the 80s and 90s. Well, the story doesn't show it too much, just by a cutscene in the early game before the main menu that maybe got skipped if you press the start button immediately. The story set in a decaying urban landscape dominated by a criminal underworld. The one who is brave enough to put the criminal to the end is our playable character. Fallen City Brawl is a love letter to classic arcade beat-em-up, wrapped in gritty pixel art that channels the golden age of side-scrolling action. From the moment you dive in, it's clear the game respects its roots, tight controls, crunchy combat, and a visual style that feels ripped straight from a smoky arcade cabinet. At its core, Fallen City Brawl delivers 7 adrenaline-pumping stages, each teeming with relentless enemy waves, dynamic environmental hazards, and brutal boss encounters that demand skill and timing. The gameplay nails the genre's fundamentals while layering in modern touches. You can also play the game with your friend via local co-op, but sadly, there is no online co-op option. Our 4 playable characters have different move set and weapon. Sergeant Clay wields a shotgun for crowd control, effective against groups. Rico carries a pistol, offering ranged attacks. Natasha throws a wrench that acts as a boomerang, adding versatility. And Iron Jackson has an arsenal of Molotov cocktails for explosive damage. The game subtly incorporates realism into its character design. Iron Jackson, for instance, is a hulking powerhouse. His chain attacks and Molotovs hit like a freight train, but his sheer size limits his mobility. In contrast, Natasha is a nimble, agile fighter who relies on speed and precision. While the variety is welcome, the balance between characters feels uneven. Natasha, despite her speed, struggles to stand toe-to-toe with the others. Her agility isn't significantly higher than Rico's, and she's prone to being knocked out quickly, especially in later stages. For the retro-inspired beat-em-up game, the game offers a surprising depth of combat with a variety of mechanics such as basic combos, counters, air throws, grappling, parries, and devastating Riot super attacks that clear the screen in a blaze of glory. The effect of Riot is the same for each character, but when you activate Riot in the second bar, it will be unique for each character, like Sergeant Clay who summons his police buddy, or Natasha that will summons a white wolf that will help you until the Riot status is gone. Also, players can pick up an arsenal of weapons like pipes, bats, knives, firearms, oil drums, chainsaws, and more, adding variety to the chaos. However, not all mechanics land perfectly. The hitbox for grounded attacks feels noticeably tight, making it frustratingly difficult to connect with downed enemies. All those experience you can get is limited to a single mode, which may leave completionists wanting more once all achievements are unlocked. With a relatively short runtime, the game risks losing its replay value unless you're driven by high scores or nostalgic charm. Fallen City Brawl is a worthy addition to the beat-em-up genre, blending nostalgic arcade charm with modern gameplay depth. Its robust combat system for arcade beat-em-up, evocative pixel art, and killer soundtrack make it a joy to play. However, balancing issues, the lack of online co-op, and the lack of another mode hold it back from matching the polish of genre giants like Streets of Rage 4. The score that I will give to Fallen City Brawl is 7 out of 10. That's our review of Fallen City Brawl. Also, don't forget to check our other indie game review Artist Impact and our top list of indie games first half of 2025. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video.